Hi guys, I'm back. Welcome to my channel, Young Beautiful Breastless. Today I have a special guest. This is my son E. Say hi, Ethan.
Hi.
He doesn't really want to be here. He was supposed to do this video with me months ago, like when I found out. Sorry, I gotta fix my camera. But today he's finally decided to grace us with his presence. So I have a few questions that I've written down. I have some that I haven't. And we're just going to talk to him about what it feels like to have a mom with breast cancer. So let's start off with, what's your name?
Karan.
But I call him Ethan. That's his middle name. So he goes by a lot of names. Karan, E, Cars. I probably call him all of them. What do I call you the most?
Cars.
Cars. Yeah. Because like Carson off of South Park. Like Carson. So I always call him Carson. Whatever. But anyway. So how old are you, Cars?
12 years old.
You're 12. I'm 31. Yes, I had him when I was 19. I was a teenage mom. Go figure. But, so he's 12. He'll be 13. When's your birthday?
September.
September?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my Virgo baby. And I'm a Cancer. So, but he's a nurturer. I'm a nurturer, so it works. So I have a few questions that I've written down that we're going to ask E. And then maybe he'll have some stuff to say. You want to say anything else on the intro? You want to fight?
Don't.
You want to fight? Don't act like you don't abuse me because you on my YouTube now.
I don't.
You don't abuse me. No. You always abuse me, but whatever.
I don't.
With or without cancer. He'd be like, I'm like, that's okay.
I don't.
All right. So the first question, we're just going to get into a couple months ago when I found out that I had cancer and I had pulled you to the side to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
So I told you, I'm like, you know, I have breast cancer. There's something in my hair, but I can't get it out. I was like, I have breast cancer. You know, we're best friends. I always tell him, I always got bad news for him. I'd be like, you know, we best friends, right? And he was sitting on the opposite side of the couch. So when I told him, what was your reaction?
I cried.
You cried? And he never cries. He's like so non-emotional. He's like this all the time. But he cried. And he grabbed me. And we hugged like this. Like, snuggle, welcome. It's going to be okay. Didn't we? Mm-hmm. See, he's like this all the time. And what made you cry? Do you think I was going to die?
Yes. Because
he's had a grandmother who also fought cancer that passed away. He was a little younger, but he saw that process. So he kind of associates cancer to that, right?
Yep.
But then you saw your mom was like fighting, right?
Right through it.
Fighting right through this stuff, right?
Yep.
So he got to see a different perspective of cancer this time. After you cried, did you have any other emotions? Like after I talked to you about everything, we don't keep any secrets from him about my cancer. Once we did decide to tell him, we told him A to B. He has, you know, like my mother, my father, his father, my brothers. He has a lot of support. My sister. So he has a lot of people to talk to. Counselors, everything. So did you have any other feelings when I told you after you stopped crying? Did you feel a little better?
Yeah, I mean, I felt way better. I just took my mind off and played the game.
But you still had to kind of face the fact that, like, mom had cancer, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, your first experience with, like, really realizing that I had cancer was, like, going to chemo with me, right? Mm-hmm. So, how was that experience?
I thought it was, like, physical therapy.
So, he thought, just a second before you finish, sorry. Okay. He thought that chemotherapy was physical therapy. He's like, oh, therapy. Okay, we can get you some therapy and get the cancer right out. But no. So what is it?
It's actually like they give you various sort of medicine sometimes, depending on what it is. What is that one? Is it called like the blue?
The red devil.
The red devil, yeah.
I don't get that anymore.
And I didn't understand it at first.
But now you kind of get it.
Yeah.
They give it to me one day and it makes me a little sick and you got to help out. You don't want me to touch you?
It's okay. It's okay.
Damn.
I'm just adjusting.
Oh, all right. But, So you got to see them pump the medication through me.
Yep.
You got to go to the arcade.
That was the best part.
We would be up getting dressed to go. I'm like, you want to go to chemo again? He like, yeah. I didn't even figure out that he just wanted to go to the arcade after. But so you once you saw chemotherapy, you realized it wasn't that bad and you were okay?
Yep.
Okay. So you knew when I came home how I felt certain days and you kind of worked around that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the people can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. So do you talk to any of your friends about my cancer? Come a little closer because I don't know if you're going to be in the frame properly. I'm not going to bite you. Okay. Do you talk to any of your friends?
I only told one friend about you.
And what was his reaction?
He was surprised, and then when he seen you, he didn't know. That's what he couldn't tell that you had cancer.
And that's the point of me doing this because cancer comes in many shapes. Ooh, knocking everything over. Cars, get that, please. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Work with me. I done knocked it over. Quickly, Cars. We're still filming.
We can edit it out.
Thank you.
You know that, right?
Huh?
We can edit this out.
I don't feel like editing.
So
No, I'm like waiting for her. All right, so y'all get like the real behind the scenes, okay? Sorry about that. I gotta keep my little hand still, don't I? Anyway, so that's the point of this, to show that cancer comes in many forms, shapes, fashions, colors, sizes. It does not discriminate. So that's good, you know. He gets to see a different perspective of cancer, because that's why I started this organization, because we don't see any people that look like me that have it. I'm sorry, we do have it a lot, but we don't want to talk about it. So once you told him, did you tell any of your other friends?
No.
Why?
Because I don't like to talk a lot.
You don't like attention. So E has been in his school since
kindergarten,
because he skipped pre-K. So he has a lot of friends. He's kind of popular, and he only told one of his friends, his best friend. So he didn't want, he's in Catholic school. So they would like, I talked to his teachers and his principals, they all know, and they all like sent me things. They want to like do things for him in school, but he's super shy and private. My baby, just like his mommy. So we don't like attention, and it's not his thing, and he didn't want everybody to know. So I had to respect his wishes. Just because I'm open with my story doesn't mean that he's going to be open with this story. So we learned that very, very early, and we respect the way he goes about it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Do you talk to anyone else? Have you,
I've talked to a counselor.
You talked to a counselor, a therapist?
Yes, therapist, counselor.
Mm-hmm. They're two different things, but okay. And how was that?
It was good. We was talking about how school and how life with you was going and stuff.
Okay. And did you like talking to somebody else?
That was okay.
Okay. So he's like, he could live without the counseling. But we always have it on the table for him if he wants to go back. He doesn't feel like he needs to right now. Do you feel like you need to right now?
No.
He doesn't feel like he needs to right now. We don't want to force it upon him. So if he comes to us and says, you know, I want to go back to counseling, then fine. My cancer didn't affect me in the way that we, like, you know, you would think, where it's like, sick all the time. Like, his life is still normal. He still is like, Ma, like, make me food or do this or do that. Tell the truth. Oh my good days, you like, it's normal life to you. So he doesn't see it as me being sick. And so it doesn't affect him in that way. All right, next question. How do you feel your life has changed? Because cancer doesn't just affect the patient, it affects the patient's family, especially my son. So how did it affect your life?
It didn't affect me a lot.
Because you should still do what you want to do around here. You run this show.
It didn't affect me a lot.
Right.
It still affected me.
Okay.
Sometimes the weeks, like, it go by slower usually because like she can't move around as mobile as she used to be. But that's really it.
Okay, because I'm not as mobile. But you'll call somebody else real quick, won't you? He has a lot of options. I have a big family, so he's not missing out on like anything. Are you?
No.
Do you feel like you are?
Not at all.
Your life is like lit for real. You don't want to tell the people? Okay. Is it lit?
Yes.
Who made it lit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you something.
Your makeup rubbing off.
Oh, sorry.
Your makeup is rubbing off already.
Hater. And so, like I was saying, you do feel like you have a lot of family support.
Yes.
Like, he calls my big cousin to come play basketball in the summertime. He'll call people over to swim with them. He's, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's well-rounded. That he has a lot of family support. So, well, we only have a few more questions. How do you feel about death? Because we're a very open family. Death is a part of life. I mean, I could die from this, or I could die from getting hit by a bus. We know, none of us know.
Yeah.
So we're very open about death. We talk about death a lot, right?
Yes.
And insurance policies and funeral proceedings and what to do with your inheritance and things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, how did you feel about me with this? Did you think I was gonna die?
Yes.
At first?
Mm-hmm.
And seeing me now, what do you think?
I feel like you've gotten much better.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of life to live with you.
Yep.
But if I did die, it's okay, right?
Yeah.
I'll be your angel in the sky.
I was still crying.
You should. I'm like your favorite person. See, and this is our relationship. So, for everybody that was asking how he took it very well.